Census 2010 denotes the first extensive recording of the explosive rise in the multiracial population. That has changed over 10 years since data was first collected in 2000. Overwhelmingly, the statistics show that the multiracial population is mostly young. 9 million people chose more than one race on the 2010 census, while 7 million people identified themselves as being white and some other race in 2000. A significant change from the 2000 census shows the most common racial population is black and white. There are 57 racial combinations on the census. Most people chose one of the four typical pairings. 20.4% identified themselves as black and white. 19.3% selected white and some other race. Asian and white was the third highest combination, and American Indian and white was the fourth, and are proud of who they are. Many of them indicated they are often identified incorrectly, and that they prefer to be asked what they are rather than to be assumed. Being multiracial isn't hard because they are confused about their racial identity. It's hard because others are.
I prefer them to ask me because, I don't know, it's nice to let them know who I am without them just assuming.
Well, when people ask me who I am, what nationalities I am, I tell them everyone.
But sometimes children don't want everybody to know what they are just because they might not be proud of it. So this is like a 50-50 thing, but if the teacher knew that the students are comfortable with themselves, then maybe you could go around, like on the first day of school, you could say your name and your cultural background and what you like to do. But that all depends because I have a lot of friends that aren't very comfortable with who they are.
I like when people ask me because then they don't just label me as Asian.
Okay.
I don't know why, but that just bothers me a little bit.
Peer interactions are critical avenues through which children continue to shape their ethnic and racial identities. Children's conceptions of friendship develop from participating in activities to finding common interests. Peer groups are important because they foster the ability to communicate, develop social skills, and allow for a point of view. These children see being multiracial as an advantage because they are able to relate and fit into a variety of racial worlds.
I don't really look at the race of my friends. I think it's just the personality that matters because when it comes down to it, it's just things that we like to do and have fun. So everyone's a different race and it's okay.
Discrimination, prejudice, and exclusion can trigger painful emotions in life. But what I have learned from the children involved in this project is that most multiracial people have found a racial identity they are comfortable with. For some of them, this important work started very early in life, with the realization that they were different in the eyes of other people. A few of the children talked about being singled out specifically because of the way they look. They spoke about how just by being who they are was sometimes wrong to others. Interracial families often have unique experiences as a result of having to deal with the reactions of people from different races. For multiracial people, it especially provides images and messages about who they are. Many interracial parents insist that multiracial children are proud of their collective heritage of both parents. These parents are often inspired to take action to demonstrate the beauty within all races. The extended family's reactions to the marriage and multiracial offspring may impact the child's mixed-race identity. Their view about interracial marriage is often the obstacle for multiracial couples to overcome. However, many families adapt over time and learn to accept interracial relationships and their children. Family diversity mirrors student diversity. Teachers have to be prepared to work with a range of children from diverse backgrounds. It is especially important that teachers be sensitive to and understand the changing nature of the ethnic and racial makeup of their students. The lines between racial groups are becoming blurred. Many teachers find race an uncomfortable topic and consider themselves colorblind. Consequently, conversations about race in schools are often absent from the classroom. Teachers' support of any individual differences starts with their own understanding and comfort level with variety. A positive attitude toward multiracial children and their families must exist in the entire school.